Hi there, I'm Kristin Cripps with Cripps Realty Brokerage. I know everything is a little bit crazy out there, and I just wanted to go over some things. I know that some people know that real estate's been deemed essential, so some people are like, well, who's even moving anyways, and why are they moving, and what's going on, and what does this mean? So I thought I would go over things and hopefully answer any of the questions that you have. If you have any other questions, feel free to write them below or message me or call or anything like that, okay? So first, before I forget, we are doing 1% off for first responders. So if you're a nurse, a doctor, paramedic, police, fire, we appreciate you so much and thank you, and want to give you 1% discount. So the average sales price in Barrie is $537,000. So that's just over $5,000 extra in your pocket. Or maybe you have an $800,000 house, over $8,000 extra. So we just want to say thank you. So that is something that we're doing. And so the main thing people ask me is who's moving right now. So some people sold, okay? They sold January, February, March, and then they're like, oh, we'll find our dream house, our closing date's June or July, and then COVID hit, so they still need to buy. They have a family, somebody else is buying their house, they can't stay there, they can't cancel the deal, they need to find a new house, so they have to buy, okay? Then there's people that bought already, and they thought, I'll redo the kitchen, or I'll change the knobs, or I'll change that ratty carpet, or I'll change some of the doors and paint the ceiling and freshen it up, change the lighting fixtures and so forth. And now they've done those things, but COVID happened, so they need to sell that because they can't afford to have both mortgages, right? So those are the two main people, and then you get the odd other investor. Maybe they thought, spring market, busiest market of the year, I'm going to sell my investment property. So they give notice to their tenants. The tenants leave, they paint, they tidy up. Now it's vacant. Now COVID happens, they still need to sell, okay? They don't want to keep it without any tenants there. The whole plan was to sell it, so they still need to sell. So that is the main, the main three groups of people I would say that are moving right now, okay? Now, if you listed your house right now, do people have to come through? They don't have to. We can do it fully without people coming through. We can do it only people that have an accepted offer that come through. Or if you're comfortable, we can have people come through. We make sure we vet everything. We make sure they're pre-approved. We make sure they're not just tire kickers. We make sure they're not, oh, we're going to list our house in the fall, but we're just kind of getting an idea of what's out there. That makes no sense right now. Obviously, safety is first. For the people that come through, if you do allow people to come through, we're going to make sure that they have, the foot covers, booty covers, whatever you want to call them. They have gloves on. They have a mask on. There's hand sanitizer so they can wipe down the knobs and the light switches. We're also going to give you as a seller, instructions of how to disinfect, light switches and knobs and everything. We ask that nobody sit down, nobody touch anything, but just in case, that's why we have all of the instructions, okay? So that's what we're doing. We have a seller, COVID seller protection plan and a COVID buyer protection plan. I will put the links below for you guys so you can read all about it. There's brochures. It's no obligation. Don't think anything like that. Okay, everything's no obligation. Just want to give people the facts. I know that can be scary for people. And of course, we want everybody to be safe. We don't want anybody to be homeless. They sold their house. They have nowhere to go. Obviously, we want everybody with a roof over their head. Okay, we just want everybody safe in our community and of course in the world. If you are buying right now and you have to buy, we're going to make sure that you've watched the virtual tour. We can go. So if you want to stay in your pajamas, we can go to the property. We can go, we can look, we can do a Facebook Live. And most people think Facebook Live everybody sees. That is a type of Facebook Live, but we can actually set it up so only you see it. So you could say, hey, could you zoom into the ceiling? I want to see if it's popcorn or flat. Or could you zoom into the baseboard? Or can you see if it's soft close or whatever, drawers in the kitchen? We can do all of that for you. Make sure we sanitize when we leave. Make sure, again, we're masked. We're, wearing our gloves and our feet are covered. Not obviously, sitting down or doing anything. And like I said, gloves and then disinfecting everything after. So we can do that. If you're comfortable going to the property and the seller's comfortable going with us coming to the property, I'd say it's about 50% that they're comfortable. Then you can come through. We'll stay our minimum 6 feet, if not more, away. Everybody will be covered, masked, and so forth. And we can do it that way, okay? If you do, like I said, want to stay at home, we can do everything virtually. We can Zoom. You've never used Zoom before. It's literally just one button. We'll send it to you, and you press it, and then we can chat. or we can obviously chat on the phone or WhatsApp or emails and so forth. We can do everything electronically. You can sign the papers electronically with ourselves as well as with the lawyers. All the land registry, everything now can be done virtually. You don't even have to go to the lawyers to pick up the keys. They'll now let you use the lockbox on the day of closing, okay? So everything is very different. It is not business as usual. It's business as altered or business as safety. I don't know what you want to call it. It's definitely different, but people do still need to get into homes. So we want to make sure that we can do that safely for them and get everybody into a property that needs to be, okay? So again, if you're frontline, you get the 1% discount. We also do a guarantee. So we guarantee to sell our clients' homes in 30 days or we will sell them for free. And we also guarantee for a year. So they're in their new property, they don't like the schools or the neighbors or so forth, then for a whole year, we want them to be happy. And if they're not, we will sell the property for free or buy it back. Okay, so those are our guarantees that we do. We also have free moving trailers for any of our clients and free tape and free boxes for everybody to use. The trailers are very handy. Again, people's safety is the number one thing right now, so that is what we're focused on. If you're curious about staging, we still do staging. So we do two types of staging. So one is literally like actual pillows like that. We're bringing in couches, we're bringing in beds and everything. We're staying distance as the people doing it. We're masked and gloved and everything and so forth. And we're taking that staging stuff once it sells, because we've sold a lot of properties already in COVID, and it's not being used again. It might be used in 8 months or something from now when this is all done. Who knows how long it'll take. But we're not then taking it from that house and putting it into another house, okay? Because I just don't like it, and that's not what we're doing, okay? So it only gets used once. If you want virtual staging, we also do that. So say you have a home or a bedroom or whatever, and there's tons of boxes or it doesn't look the greatest, cluttered, we can do Photoshop and get it out and then put some nice stuff in there. And so we can do the two types of staging. So I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. The first responders, who's buying and selling, how it all works. When our listings go up, it does have, the virtual tour and pictures, but it also has the floor plan so everybody can see. And it even has this neat thing, and you can literally measure. So say there's a fireplace in the middle and you wonder, would my new, chairs fit on either side? You can drop and drag, and it'll show you, that's 6 feet 2 inches or whatever, and you can see, oh, okay, that fits. So that's really handy. But again, if you did want to go to the property, we can do that as well safely. Or if you want to do everything without going because it's creepy to you, we can do that as well, okay? I think I've covered everything. Again, I'm Kristin Cripps with Cripps Realty Brokerage. Thank you for voting us top choice #1 2020 real estate agency and brokerage of the year. That was an amazing honor. I appreciate that. And again, I will put links below for the COVID buyer and seller protection plan. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe. Stay home as much as possible. Be kind to one another. And any questions, just feel free to shout, okay? All right. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.